Hey, 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 what's going on, peeps? Happy Labor Day. Um, I guess. Oh, goodness. Um, and yes, I will probably wear white after Labor Day. Um, whew. I'm out here in this garden, y'all, sweating and snotting. Hopefully, y'all don't see anything going on here. But good morning. I just wanted to hop on off if anybody's up and wanted to chat. I'm taking a little break, so I've been out here about an hour and a half or so, um, and taking advantage of this beautiful, beautiful Labor Day because the hubby is home, and um, so that frees me up just a little bit of time to get out here. So I haven't really been out here working at all this week. I came out Friday a little, but I was kind of ill. Just a lot going on through the week, and I think it was just catching up to me. But I feel much better now. Saturday was the farmer's market, and so Saturday morning, because I couldn't get out of bed Friday, Saturday morning I had to come out here and harvest for the farmer's market. And so I did pretty well for my first market. I didn't take a whole lot, and but what I did take seemed to be popular amongst the patrons. I took some cherry tomatoes and I put them in those like little green pint containers, and just like a mix. So I tried. Well, so I put the tomatoes, the same variety or the same color, let's say that, the same color, because I have some big plump cherry tomatoes, like red ones, and then I have the smaller ones. But I put those in a basket together, and then I put the black cherries in a basket together just to see if people would be like, can I have a little bit of both? Or if they would just take one variety over the other. And so what I found out, those people are willing to try new things. So a lot of folks have never tried the black cherry tomato, and that was probably my hottest, out of the tomatoes. No, I take that back. It wasn't. Out of the cherry tomatoes, that was, I think, against the red ones. People were more interested in the black ones. So I always will have black cherry tomatoes growing in my garden, but definitely seems people seem interested in those at the farmer's market. But at this time of year, I mean, it's the beginning of September. What I did find is like people are kind of over tomatoes at this point. Everybody's kind of gotten their homegrown tomatoes for the year, or got the feel, on it. Unless they're canning or are preserving the tomato for some reason, and they would just want to buy up a bunch of them. But not a whole lot of people want a lot of tomatoes, right? They may come and get one or two from your stand, and that's it. But that was okay. What really sold well for me and has all season are green tomatoes. So if you have some really nice looking green tomatoes, they don't even have to be really big, but of course people are like amazed at how big any fruit gets, right? The okra was a hit. I had some really big ones because some people told me they liked really big ones. I don't like them. They taste a little woody and tough to me, but I put those out and people were just amazed. I think it was just an attraction for my table. When they came up to it, they're like, whoa, look at that okra. They knew exactly what it was, but had never seen one that big. So, and all of them sold, including the big ones. It's crazy, but okra did really well. I had some, decent sized ones. Like, here's a few. Ugh, that need to go in the house, kind of like this size, that were great, and people wanted one or two of those, but people are kind of over the tomatoes, around September-ish, it seems like. So what folks ask for that I didn't have and I'm working on are collard greens. So any green really, but collards seem to be the hot commodity. Collards and okra. I was amazed at how many people ask for okra. So that was kind of neat to kind of get a feel and see what people want, like around, in this market, which is in my community. And if you are watching for the first time, welcome. Hello. My name is Letitia, by the way. And so this is my first year being selling at the market. And this is my first year managing the farmer's market. How I did that all at one time, well, I have to have other people there, right? So another market manager has to be present, or I can't do that. I can do both. I can swing it, but not without the help of another market manager. And we have one volunteer that has been very, very loyal and coming every single market, and she is a huge asset to the flow of things as well. So volunteer, she is incredible. So I'm very grateful to have her on the team too. And so if it wasn't for some backup, I wouldn't be able to have my little table with my little bit of produce out there. And I kind of packed a little bit because, number one, I packed the morning of because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well when I woke up, but I felt better than the day before. So, but I was able to get out here and pick and real quick and have some things on the table. So I posted a few pictures on my Instagram. If you haven't checked that out, it's at Bear Fruit Grow LLC. Go check out the Instagram. Some other thing. Oh, honey. Honey is another hot commodity. So I'm the only one at the market that has honey. And it's not my honey. I do not raise bees, but I do support and distribute products for a young man that lives in the west end of our city, and he is in high school now, and he farms bees and farms honey. So I do distribute his product. So if you are looking for that, check out my website. It is raw, local as you can get honey. And check it out. My website is barefruitandgrow.com. Good morning, Sisette. Hi, good morning, lady. So that was a great investment, and I always try to advocate for him and promote his business, promote him. He wrote a book about how bees have helped him with his mental health, all kinds of things. This kid is just incredible. And so that was a treat to be able to have his product there, and folks love to buy local honey, and it was great. I had like a dozen of his products, and only 3 didn't sell. So that was a pretty good day for me. Pretty good day. So yeah, the farmer's market went great. I'm just sitting out here yip-yapping, y'all. Talk to me. I would love to hear from you all. How are you all doing? How's the weather? Do y'all have any plans for Labor Day? I don't. I will be here at the house. The hubby and I got to spend some time together yesterday, and that was incredible. It almost felt like we were on vacation. I mean, like and we're at the house, but we had less distractions. The phones were off for the most part. We didn't answer any phones. I did a few emails. Little big girl farmer was with her granny, and so we kind of, got to chill a little bit and just talk to each other and cuddle a little bit, like we haven't been able to do that in so long. It's just everything is so crazy and busy, and we're just, we have to remember to make time for each other, but with a new baby and everything, it's been more difficult. It was difficult then, but it's definitely more difficult now. But we had the baby's here with us, but still it was, we can get her to lay down for a good nap, that hour or 15 minutes even. She does little 15-minute, 20-minute naps. It just, instead of going to do something like on my to-do list, just sat down next to him and just chill. So we got to do that. which is incredible. Yeah, good quality time. I mean, quality time. I mean, we really were able to do that yesterday and this morning. So I'm so grateful. I'm so we when I tell you we needed some time, we needed some time. So, but I am out here just hanging out. Doing some things. So clean up, clean up. It is, we're going into the fall season. I got a few seeds. I've had to reseed 3 times. Um, my crops, the groundhog is still around. And that's partly his fault and then partly my fault because I told you my first batch of seedlings always die for some reason. Well, I know what the reason is. I get lazy and I don't water every day, or it gets overwatered by rain. And so I discovered that some of my pots or my flats didn't have holes in the bottom, so the plants were just sitting in water. So that's my bad. So I've had to reseed, and then I really feel like some of the seed that I purchased in bulk is not good seed. So, it's very, very spotty. I heavily seeded these flats and there's not good germination. So I hope, I don't know if I'm going to buy from that company again. I'm all for giving people a second chance, but after that, it's probably about it. There are some, this is kind of jumping around, I'm sorry, but there are some plants coming up in the backyard that I can't wait to show you. I've never seen them before in my entire life. And I don't know where they came from, other than maybe the soil I brought in. So, yeah, I'm going to take some pictures of that and post. So if anybody knows what it is, that'd be great. Yeah, that groundhog is just, yeah, it doesn't seem like he's doing any other damage though. I think he is eating weeds around the shed because it looks less weedy. And then he's eating my young greens. So he ate all the beans down. Didn't eat the beans, but ate the plants. But I've been and pulled those out and everything. He's leaving the cowpeas alone for some reason. The cowpeas, however, are infested with harlequin bugs. And this is the first year that I've ever been had an infestation of harlequin bugs. And they look like colorful painted squash bugs. That's what they really look like. Black and orange and yellow kind of. But yeah, they have definitely infested the cowpeas, but it doesn't look like it's infecting the fruit, the peas at all. It just, and the plants still look pretty decent. They're just everywhere though. That's what he needs to eat to be of help. Right. Like if you're going to help, if you're going to eat my stuff, then help. Keep some of these insects, at bay. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But I do plan to have a sort of a small fall garden. I'm not going to do too much because I'm trying to prep for next year. So I want to get everything cleaned up, get this drip irrigation off. Really, I want to turn the drip off so I can get that taken care of. I'm probably just going to make sure it's drained really well. I probably will not take it up. But we also need to install some more drip irrigation. So I'm trying to decide if I want to wait to the spring to do that or do it now. Now, when my understanding is the drip does pretty well. That material is pretty durable and can take a couple of winters. But, if you can roll it up and put it away every season, it's probably going to last you longer. So, I need to learn how to even put the stuff together because I didn't do it. My husband and 2 ladies from our Urban Ag Coalition helped me do that. I was pregnant at the time and sick, and so they were out here doing it for me. So I'm very grateful for their help, but I need to learn how to do that. So anyway, today I'm just organizing, cleaning up because I think I'm getting a Gothic style high tunnel. It's like a 16 by 24. And so I'm trying to clean up as much as possible. Ooh, look at that beautiful black swallowtail butterfly. Oh, he's huge, or she. My goodness. What is that thing flying? Something I swatted. Oh my gosh, I mean, like it looks like it's standing right here in front of my face. It's that big. Um, so yeah, I'm excited about this Gothic high tunnel. And so I have two places I'm thinking about putting it. One place is right in front of in the front yard. Um, and like directly in front of the front porch. Um, or on the north side of my house. The only concern I have about the north side is um, I have two big trees, and if any of those limbs fall on the high tunnel, then it'll probably tear it up. But there's a water spigot right over there, and I could run drip irrigation easily from that side, which is why that is ideal. Um, Another thought is they do have to dig down 24 inches. And the last time I called 811, I do think there's a few gas lines over there. So I would have to push the high tunnel up a bit to miss those lines. But other than that, those are my only two concerns. The other thought was take remove the greenhouse and put it there. So I would take the greenhouse down and relocate it. And or I already have a bed in the ground in front of that greenhouse on the front side yard. And so I could put the high tunnel in front of the greenhouse. There's already drip installed there, and so I could use that. Just basically put the tunnel over the bed that's already there, and I would still have room to, walk around and do what I need to do. So just a few thoughts. Now, the people that are installing it are gonna walk me through all of that. I am. The only way I'm able to get a high tunnel. A high tunnel is very, very expensive. So there's a program called the NRCS Equip program through the USDA, and you can apply for that and get like a free one. However, they only issued like 3 of those last year, and I applied last year, so I'm pretty sure that's gone. Then I got a phone call from an organization outside of our city, but that I've been working with, partnering on a few things, collaborating on a few things. And she and their organization are giving grants for Black farmers. So that's the only way I'm going to be able to do this is by way of this grant. So I'm very grateful to be able to have this opportunity to be able to get more infrastructure on the property. So, yeah, so it says me neither. I decided not to do too much either. Mustard, collards, kale, carrots, beets, and some herbs. Not too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about what I was thinking. Kale, collards, and carrots are the 3 that I wanted to get in the ground. I sowed some seeds early August, and I know it's crazy, but those carrot seeds were supposed to be heat tolerant carrots, and sun golds, I think is what it was called, and only probably 10 plants sprouted or seeds sprouted. Excuse me. And yeah, only 10 seeds sprouted. And so I sowed some not Denver longs. They're the short, stubby ones. I forget, round ones. I sowed some of those, and all of those seem to sprout, even in the heat of the summer. But I'm going to drop some more seeds once I get all of these beds, or what I want to do, cleared out. I'm going to drop more, and then keep dropping them like every week, every 2 weeks. And the thing about root crops is they do pretty well. They can take a frost and then they do pretty well even over the winter time. So I'm excited about being able to do that. I saw this lady, and I think she was in Switzerland or something. They don't get a whole lot of sun, and it's like snow and ice all the time. And maybe it's not Switzerland. I don't remember where it was, but she I can't remember her channel name either. But she was storing her carrots and her carrots, her daikon radishes, and some other root vegetables in under her high tunnel in a hole in the ground. And they kept really, really well. So it's like, it's so cool to see things like that. And so anyway, I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to plant garlic and onions. But I want to install 2 more raised beds before I plant those in the ground. And I still got about another month or 2 before I plant garlic. But I don't want them in the main garden because I need those beds free for the spring and summer crops. If you plant garlic, you pretty much need to bank on those beds being unavailable to, early summer. So let's see. In front of the greenhouse seems logical. It does. That side is already, as far as I know, it's clear of lines. The lines run along like the easement of the, like alongside the road and not necessarily up on my property. So it should be okay. There's no tree. Well, there's one big tree in the neighbor's yard, but the one closest to me is cut back pretty well, so I don't have to worry about limbs falling. So you're right. The power lines are there. But yeah, that seems like the most logical place. You're right. That's the kind of carrots I grow. Okay, I planted garlic and onions already. Okay, all right, great. And I don't really think that there's. I mean, of course, there's probably a certain time of year you should at least start, but most people in Kentucky Zone 7A, plants October, November, the garlic. So onions, I say drop seeds whenever you feel like it. That's what I say. But they're all co-tolerant. So yeah. But so I'm cleaning up the driveway area. It was a wreck because most of my nursery stuff is there. And so I just purchased, or not just, it's been sitting out here for a long time. The metal shelving units. I bought 2 of them. One is for my microgreens and one is for the nursery outside. So I'm able to organize and get some stuff off the ground going up, right? The more vertical I can go, the more space I can save. It'd be dope to have like 1 or 2 more of those metal shelving units. But right now I just got one for outside, one for inside the house. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff out the way. So I can just keep going and prepare for the spring next year. Fall time is my time of year to get as much of the garden cleanup done as possible in the spring. So every bed that I can possibly clean out is going to be cleaned out. All the weed barrier, black plastic, whatever we decide to lay is going to be laid. And yeah, I just want to be ready for the spring next season. Since I'm in Texas, I drop seeds when I want. Yes, you can. How are things in Texas though? Like, did y'all have many issues with the hurricane that came through? I don't watch the news very much, but I hope everyone is well. Down in the area, New York got hit pretty hard, I heard, as well. But no, you didn't have any issues. Okay, that's good because it didn't look good for a lot of folks down there. But yeah, so I think there's cicadas out here now. When everybody was talking about the awakening of the cicadas, earlier in the season, we did not experience any damage from cicadas at that time, but now that's all I hear out here. And my daughter, little big girl farm, she does not like cicadas. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to her coming back. There's actually one that's dead right there on the sidewalk. Um, she's not gonna be too excited when she comes home. I'm gonna try to remove that before I before she comes back today. But yeah, they're really noisy out here. Hey, Miss Angela, hello. Just getting in from the garden, hot here. Yes, ma'am. It's warming up out here too. I was sweating. I done cooled down a little bit. I'm sitting in the shade on the front porch. But yes, I haven't been necessarily in the garden this morning, but cleaning around the garden, cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. So, just trying to get the driveway clear and start planning for how to prep for the fall, or prep for next spring this fall. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, it's good to see you. I hear from you, Miss Angela. Yeah. So I am, how's the weather? You said it was hot down there. Did y'all have any damage from the hurricane on your property, Miss Angela? I need to clean. I got so much of these tomatoes, y'all. Just tomatoes everywhere. Up here from the market, I still got them on the front porch. I need to take them in the house. A lot of the ones that I brought back were not ripe, so that was good. They weren't green either. They were like right in the middle. So folks took them, but I have a lot of them left. So, or not a lot. There's probably about 7. And then I have like 3 or 4 quarts of, or pints of cherry tomatoes that need to go in the house and be processed somehow. We should make some more. We made some spaghetti sauce. Did y'all see that? Me and Little Big Girl Farmer. This time I think we're just going to do a tomato, just boil them down and jar them up so he can use them in soups and make chilies and stuff this winter. No damage. Good. Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's right. But plenty of rain and now bugs. Yep. Yep. Or infestation of harlequin bugs. I might have seen 1 or 2 in the past, but never like this year. This year they're incredibly, like, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So, I think they like to kind of tag on to one crop at a time, it seems like. So like at first it was my turnip greens. So they like completely damaged those and then moved on to the cowpeas. After I pulled all the turnips out, they went to the cowpeas. So yeah, harlequin bugs. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a beautiful day out here. It's gorgeous. Um, Gosh, man. I mean, that butterfly, I don't know if it's the same one or not, but it's huge. Black swallowtails. I didn't see any larvae this year on I usually farm, indirectly farm butterflies, specifically the black swallowtail. Every year they are on my parsley, and this year I didn't see any this year. So, but they love the zinnias. Zinnias they're incredibly beautiful. Number 1, number 2, they are just incredibly are great attractors of butterflies. Butterflies love zinnias. Yeah, these cicadas are definitely loud and noisy. Can y'all hear them? Because they are loud. They are loud. I was gonna try to walk you all around so you could see. I don't know if y'all have ever seen my mess, but where I kind of straightened up a little bit. So how are you? Are you all planting? I know you said you were planting fall crops. Are you going to go ahead and do fall crops, Miss Angela? Let's see. Bugs took out my callaloo greens and orange eggplants. Oh, I've never heard of an orange eggplant though. I've seen purple ones and white ones, but I've never seen orange ones. Hmm. Do y'all hear that? Gosh. I mean, they're really loud. Yeah, they're like incredibly loud. They do sound creepy. And I don't really like anything that hisses or rattles. Y'all know how I don't like snakes. And that's what it sounds like to me. Like I'm just surrounded by rattlesnakes. Let's take a walk around to the side of the house or the driveway, and I'll show you all kind of what's going on. Oh, and I discovered a tomato plant that apparently got sown somehow and is coming out the side of the greenhouse over here. So that's kind of interesting. But let's walk around here. It might buffer a little bit, so I apologize for that. But I'll try to not spend so much time if we have too much trouble. But let's walk around and let me turn the camera. There we go. Look at how gorgeous it is out here. I had to reseed most of those. And so apparently I sowed basil in here too. Uh, or maybe that's lemon balm. That smells like lemon. That might be lemon basil. What does that look like to y'all? Maybe lemon balm. I don't know what that is, but all kinds of seeds are coming up in there. And so I had to reseed all of these. So they're seeded now. And the seedlings are popping up. But see, so yeah, y'all been putting some work in this morning. Um, so folded all my tables up, moved this out the way so we can actually park, cut the driveway. I'm gonna move this bench too so we can pull on in. I'm gonna start having volunteers this fall to come with some garden cleanup. But look at my poor trees, y'all. They struggled. Okay, I think I lost you for just a second. But yeah, the morning glory bindweed, anywhere they can climb, it's climbed. So it's taken over one of my trees that, and I'm. Isn't that something? Hold on just a second. So we'll see. It'll die once we get a frost. But I'm just going to leave it for now. Yep. Thank you, Miss Angela. I'm sorry. I did get a notification that I was buffering. But, so yeah. So I've cleaned up a little bit. Here's the shelving, I was telling you about. So, I just need more storage space. This guy right here, I'm going to do a video. But someone made this for me earlier in the season. And so I am going to plant some greens in the bed. It's very, very shallow, but I will show you all that soon. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Produce. Ugh, look at those things. Ugh, look at them crawling there. Eee, I hate those things. Okay, let me go back to. Y'all said I was buffering. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? It was one of those little lizards with the blue tail. They're everywhere over here. Matter of fact, I created a little um, home for them. So don't leave cardboard on the ground very long because they like to hang out under the cardboard. Anything where there is moisture and it's dark. I've even had pots on the porch or flats that were turned over for some reason, and it's dark under there. They crawl underneath that. I mean, they're just everywhere though. Yeah. Yep. I hate those things. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and see how everybody was doing. I'm gonna do another live soon to talk more about the farmers market. Most of y'all that have been following know that this is the first year that I've attended as a vendor, and also the first year that I have managed a farmers market. And so I wanted to share more of how we got that started, um, and how it's going. And with you all before our season ends at the end of October. So we have 4 more market days. Our market goes every other Saturday instead of every Saturday. Um, and kind of like that schedule. I kind of like it. A lot of people are not used to that. When you think about a farmer's market, Saturdays is usually the hot, every farmer's market is on a Saturday. And if it isn't, it might be on a Thursday or a Sunday. Um, but Saturday seems to be. I swear, it's either another lizard climbing behind me somewhere, or it's a cicada. Like they sound like people because their wings are so, they're so big and they flap. Oh, it's the one that's on the ground. Look at this guy. I thought he was dead. He's not dead. Can y'all see him down there? Look at that. I mean, they're so noisy. Oh Lord, my daughter's not gonna want to come back outside ever again. Yeah, he needs help. I'm not helping him. Girl, I got my boots on. Y'all see my boots? I think I've only showed them once or twice. Yeah, girl, I got my boots on. Sorry, I think I was buffering again. Yeah, I love those boots. Love them, love them. Ooh, that thing is so big. Okay, y'all, for coming and hanging out with me. I'm glad that everybody is doing well. Um, Gosh, leave some comments for me, or and let me know what you all kind of want to see on this channel. What do you want to? I know I talk about a lot of different things because I'm wearing a lot of different hats right now. Um, but I don't know if people are really interested in learning about that stuff or anything. If you want to hear more about anything that I mention on this channel, please let me know. Like, that would be so dope. I automatically just feel like, people would want to know more because I like to share information. I don't like to keep secrets. I'm just going to tell you how it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and of anything. And from my experiences, right? I'm not telling you that anything is the right or wrong way to do things or whatever. It's just what I've experienced and what I know. So, but I love to share. And so if anybody is interested in anything that I mention and want to learn more about it, just let me know and we can definitely do that. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. I'm gonna get some lunch and then hopefully get back out here for about another hour or so, um, and get some more cleanup done. Till next time, y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.